Thank you very much, Magali. And we move on to our last flash talk with very fresh experience from Amani that she was gathering in northern Greece just over the last 3 months.
Yes. So thank you very much. And I guess I also have to say how happy I am to be back here in Dresden. I feel like being back home with all you wonderful people. And I very look forward to the party. That's the highlight. Okay. So, like you said, I spent 3 months in a refugee camp in Greece. And I was thinking to myself, like, how come I ended up there? And then I thought of this quote that I put on my Facebook profile. Like, I've had it there for like a decade almost. But it wasn't really until I spent these 3 months in this camp that I felt the meaning behind these words of Martin Luther King. Because when you're there, like, one day feels like a week. You're on this emotional roller coaster ride, and you have these extreme highs of happiness and joy when you help certain people. And then you have extreme, do you hear me if I walk around? And then you feel you can be devastated when you see a child falling and cutting off his finger because it's not a safe environment for children. So I have to say this is has been the most rewarding experience I had, where I felt very alive than any other job I've had in my life so far. Just to give you a little bit of statistics, since we're in a scientific institute. So today we have a record high number of displaced people, 65 million. Out of them, 21 are considered to be refugees, so they're displaced outside of their country, their state. And then 10 million stateless. I'm not going to go through all the figures, but just to show you a little bit of overview, and most of them are not in Europe. So 6% are in Europe. Where I'm originally from, Lebanon, which is a country that has a population of 4 million, they're hosting 1.1 million refugees at the moment. So they're number 3 on the top list hosts right now. So you can see 39, does it have a laser pointer? Oops. 39% are in the Middle East and Africa. And the majority, as we are seeing on the news for 5 years now, are coming from Syria, Afghanistan, and Somalia. Where I worked, it was mainly Syrian refugees. It's called Katsikas. It's outside a little village. Far out in the farming land, usually we would have cows and goats and sheep coming wandering around the tent. So that is the tent area. It's not very clear, but those white little things are the tents. This one. Okay, but in Greece, compared to the millions that are still in the Middle East, they have 50,000 refugees stuck there at the moment, since Europe decided to close the borders. And Katsikas opened actually on that date, like 19th of March, like when these people came, that's it, the borders closed, and they have been stuck there now for 7 months. And not really knowing what's going to happen. So they can't go back to where they came from, and they can't continue their journey. So it's a little bit difficult situation mentally as well. When they first came, there were 1,200. Today, there are 350. I don't have time to explain where those people disappeared, but if you have questions, you can ask me later during the party. And like I said, the majority are Syrian, Afghani, Iraqi, and Kurdish in this camp. I asked Tommy, which is this wonderful videographer who was also volunteering with Lighthouse Relief, that was the NGO I was working with, to put together a short video. It's loading? It's not. It's the last talk. think Tommy did too good of a job because he really pimped up the camp in this video. He's like, sorry, it looks really great. But yeah, actually in reality, like I did watch a lot of videos and seen photos and documentaries before I went, but once you're on the field, it's much more extreme than when watching a video. So I guess my time is over. I just want to finish with another Martin Luther King quote, because that's basically my take-home message after this experience, where I feel like from now on, I'm just going to keep on asking, how can I help others? And I think that's my take-home from this. Thank you for listening.